Hi. Welcome back to the Xfiles vlogs for season 10. I know it's been a while, so I'm kind of behind on the episodes. In fact, I haven't even watched any of the new episodes because I wanted to get to this video first, which was Mulder and Scully Meet the WereMonster, which is one of my favorite episodes, not only of this little run. This is my favorite episode of this run so far, but it's also one of my favorite episodes that they've ever done. Mostly because it's written and directed by Darren Morgan, who's done some of the best episodes of the X-Files ever. He's incredible. Since most of you have seen this probably already, this episode, and I've been behind on these because I haven't been feeling well. I'm gonna kind of skip and do a quick recap. This is a kind of a opposite werewolf kind of story where it's not a man that gets turned into a wolf type of thing. It's animal that got turned into a man, and the weirdness that an animal would feel by suddenly having the urges of a human being. And the animal in question, well, there's two actors. The actual creature is one actor, but the man that he turns into is played by Rhys Darby of Flight of the Conchords fame, and he is fantastic in this episode. He is really good. It doesn't hurt that Darren Morgan's writing and directing is really incredible in this episode. Rhys Darby really knocks it out of the park with his whole the way he explains to Mulder in the cemetery about what it's like to be a man, and he pretty much runs this gamut of things where he goes from consciousness to clothes to job to BSing to fast food to porn, sleep, alarm clocks, trying to quit his job, having to think about a mortgage, getting a pet, feeling revenge, and then lying about your sex life. It's pretty much all of the gamut of human emotions this poor thing has to go through in just a couple of days. And the way he tells it is so funny, especially when he's I committed a murder, and he's standing in the drive-through lane and they're telling him, sir, if you're not in a car, you have to come inside. And that delivery of just why is just brilliant. So I'm gonna since most of you have probably seen this episode, I'm gonna skip to some of the Easter eggs. One of the major ones is Mulder in the Speedo as the motel guy is peeping timing him. If anybody knows the show, that Mulder was infamously in a Speedo in the episode in season 2 called Dwayne Barry. It was a great callback. I can't believe they got him to be in the Speedo again. Another one is that Tyler Labine and Nicole Parker, who were the stoners in the beginning of the episode, have been in every one of the Darren Morgan episodes, which would include Quagmire, War of the Coprophases, Clyde Bruckman's final Repose, Humbug, well, maybe not Humbug, and Jose Chung. They might not have been in Jose Chung either. Maybe I'm thinking too far, but they've been in a lot of episodes playing the same stoner characters. It was a great nod to Kim Manners, basically the guy who directed the bulk of the X-Files episodes. He died in 2009, and he was famous for always saying, "Let's kick it in the ass." That's what they wrote on his tombstone. On the other tombstone, there's one that's for a man named Jack Hardy. Jack Hardy was a guy who worked a lot on the Lone Gunman series and Millennium, and apparently he was the assistant director there. And on his tombstone it says, "Nothing says thank you like cash." That was a pretty good one. I didn't remember that guy. He's one of the few people, maybe because I watched both X-Files and Lone Gunman and Millennium, but I didn't really know that guy. If I watched it now, the name would probably pop out at me. Another good reference is when Scully talks about Queequeg. That was her dog that she got from Clyde Bruckman. Well, in the episode Clyde Bruckman, she gets a dog named Queequeg, and they're under very weird circumstances. So that was a nice callback. And there were more Moby Dick things in this. The little dog that he gets, he names Daggoo. That was a harpooner from Moby Dick. Queequeg was another character from Moby Dick, which also kind of brings all these things together. Scully's once referred to Mulder as Ahab. Scully's dad calls her Starbuck. So there's a lot of like callbacks to Moby Dick throughout the series, and this kind of brings it back up again. Another cool thing was that Kumail Nanjiani was in this episode, who does the Xfiles Files podcast, and he was one of my inspirations to even start doing this video log as a whole, because it's a show that deserves this kind of attention. It really does, to bring back to the consciousness, and he kind of started that. He got a lot of people involved. He got a lot of people to like be on his show. It's still running, I believe, and I would like, I'm just gonna personally thank him for like inspiring me. But he's a really funny guy too. He's a really great comedian, and I love him on the show he has on HBO. Gosh, why can't I think of it right now? I love it. Silicon Valley. He's really good on that. But he was a really good actor in this episode as well. I like that Mulder was using the "I Want to Believe" poster as a dartboard. Instead of throwing the pencils into the ceiling, he's showing his frustration by throwing them into the poster. That was a really nice thing. And let's see, what else do I got here? Alex Dyken, if I'm saying his name right. He's also been in a ton of X-Files episodes, from Humbug to Jose Chung. He always plays kind of a weird guy. He's the hotel manager that's chugging, like, rubbing alcohol after what he sees in one of the hotel rooms. This guy is in there changing. I couldn't believe that the guy was still alive. It was really nice that they were able to put him in the episode. Another thing I'll quickly mention is some of my favorite lines, which was when they asked the transgender person is like, "Well, I tried to tell the cops, but they think I'm on crack." And they're like, "Are you?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." So there's a whole bunch. There's a nice little scene with the guy man, great name, his psychiatrist. It was kind of a scene that was a little felt like filler, but this guy who played the psychiatrist was really, really funny. I love how the scene where Guy imagines having sex with Scully and lying, to Mulder, and how she just went for it in that scene of "you're an animal." It was great. But I wanted to get into more detail, and since I'm a little behind on my episodes, I decided to skip, the whole main thing. If you have not seen the episode, though, I can tell you right now, go out and watch it right now if you love the X-Files, because it is fantastic. It is hilarious. It even has a point to it, to kind of how we are as human beings, how an animal that turns into a man would see us. I guess there is one more Easter egg I forgot to bring up, which is the outfit that Guy Man wears is inspired by Darren McGavin's outfit from Kolchak the Night Stalker. And Kolchak the Night Stalker was a show from like the 70s, possibly I think it was the 70s. It inspired the X-Files, Chris Carter, to make the X-Files, where it's a kind of a reporter who explores unexplained phenomenon. It was kind of the X-Files before the X-Files. So that's the last little Easter egg I think I can come up with here. But I'm going to be doing a video on the next episode, Home Again, probably today. I'm going to watch it first. I've been purposely not watching the episodes just to catch up. So hopefully you guys like this video. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, Smirking Gun. Please, any help anybody can give me would be great. I'm not trying to make any money. I'm just trying to get my name out there, so maybe a little self-promoting. But anyway, I hope to see you on the next episode. I hope you like this episode, even though it wasn't as fully, reviewy and everything else. But anyway, I will see you on the next video, or on the next game broadcast, or maybe on something else. Thank you very much. Bye.